go lungs out, we have a hands out. We learn how to move shifting the horse, right? So once we have motion to this, we learn how to move and how to apply this. But it all comes from that first move. If I just do a character without a horse and he shoots me a hook, right? This is not gonna stop it. In the first one we go like this, but it's not enough. So now we have, when we do shifting, do some shifting, right? The idea when we shift is that we learn how to use our body as one unit. Where everything is backed up by structure. Stop. See? This is, go back to your first form, right? Do the tansa, shift, right? That's backed up by structure, by the body. If I shoot here, this is solid and notice how he has no tension. You see how it starts working? So the idea is that if I shoot him, he's not just gonna block, he's gonna cover and hit at the same time. So the moment I shoot him a punch, that's his reaction. So he wants to make sure that he sends the message back to him. And now you have the concept of both hands working together, right? For example, he shoots me a straight punch. My idea is to cover and hit at the same time. You see? So the moment he comes to shoot to me, I hit him. Straight punches, he comes in with a punch and I want to get out of the way. Notice how I have my guarding hand. He comes in with the other one, I stop and I punch. You see my structure, how I'm stepping? Okay? So he comes in again, I stop, I get out of the way. Okay, now let me break it down a little bit more. When he comes in, you see we call this the Musse. This comes from the form. This is the guarding hand. If I do this, notice how I'm exposed. So automatically I'm covering the space. This is tansa, and it comes from the form. So everything that we do, okay, it's with the structure that we're looking for and the right understanding, right? In Wing Chun, we don't want to punch from out here because we're leaving ourselves exposed. Wing Chun is a close quarter fighting art, but we focus on closing in the gap. So, with that said, right, notice how I'm stepping in with my body. So I have one of these rings to really take his leg out in my body. I just want you guys to get a better idea on Wing Chun. Notice how my punch is this way, right? So when I punch here, if I do this, I'm wide open. I'm exposed. He bends, I'm done. So the idea is when I punch, as I go for his head, I break his arm. Okay? So this is what I'm looking for. Angles are in here too. I'm not doing this where he's gonna come to me. But I want his strength to go that way. And he's gonna bump into mine. Okay? His leg is broken. Where does this come from? The first form. Okay? This is a tansa. Okay? One thing I want to clarify is that in Wing Chun, when we stand this way, it's not that we fight this way. This is for training. And I'm waiting for him to attack me. In the fight, we don't do that. In the fight, I'm the first one to swing. But the idea is to acquire, he shoots me, a reflex. You see where I'm seeing that punch come at me and I am deviating out of the way. Okay? I'm not chasing hands. I'm not going and blocking and catching. I have an obstacle in my center and I move. See? I move my power, my body. You see? So that's why this first form comes in. Okay? Alright, so he comes in, notice I'm going back 45 and I stop. I'm bringing his hand down. Why? Because I want that punch to come upstairs. You see? If I just do this, he can come with a lot of stuff. But the idea is that I'm setting him up right. And I can move my body. You see how I'm stepping forward? See, this is the what we call the baijan, the fighting stance, right? And going back to the horse that we're looking for. And I want to make sure when I execute, if he shoots and I'm gonna take this bicep out, or we'll call punch out, I don't want to do this. I want to take my tower, my structure, and destroy it. Okay? Everything that I do is with the body as I'm closing in my gaps. So let's do that drill and let's get started. One more time. Notice I'm doing a stepping back. I'm covering the space. He comes out. See? I'm doing what's called tansa. And I go right in here. See like my form? See? Right in here. I'm not going chasing hand. I'm going in, and see how I'm closing the door? If I don't do it this way, exactly. See? So our job in Wing Chun is to cover those spaces, all those little details. Okay? So once I'm here, I punch with the horse, with the body, boom. Cover the space. Notice what I'm doing. I'm covering that hand and hitting it right there. See? So watch it from this side. As I'm here, I'm turning my whole body. You guys see the structure? Boom. That's my first shot. I cover the space and I'm right in here. So I have all of this to damage him. When I bring him into this shot and he's stepping in, boom, he's gonna knock himself out. And if he comes in harder, boom. And if he comes in harder, that's the idea. See, it's his power against him. It's not just random techniques. It's with a lot of understanding of what are we looking for. And putting into application the system. You learn the first form, and you learn how to fight with it. So everything that we do in Wing Chun is for fighting. You want to make sure that you cover those spaces as you're bridging in. See, we focus, like I mentioned before, on how to get from point A to point B. You see? So the idea is that we train these drills to learn how to close in. Wing Chun is a close quarter fighting art. So we do have what we call chi sao, that is sticky, right? And from here, we do the same thing. You see, learning how to open doors and keep myself set. So the level for mistake here is minimal or none. You see, because if I do this technique wrong and I let go of this hand, I'm gonna cry. Because we're draining forward energy. So as I do this, as you can see again, my characters always play of my first form. My pak sao, my tan sao, my palm, right? So as I do this, I'm stepping, see, with my body, boom, and I'm hitting, and I'm hitting, and I'm hitting, and I'm hitting. These are 2 punches, right? Let's take it from the first technique. I'm in my pak sao, I'm lowering the hand. This hand's gonna be here. The idea is not to wait for that second punch to come out. Because again, if I wait for that punch to come out, I'm catching the hand, and he shoots again, and I'm catching the hand, and eventually, I might be good, but I'm relying on speed, I'm relying on a lot of attributes that I want to cut out of the equation. So, what I mean to say is that if he brings my hand down, automatically, that's my reaction. I cover the space. It's not this. He brings my hand down, where's the punch coming? Okay, I'm good. It's not about that it's fighting. It's about, boom, covering the space. It doesn't matter where it's coming. You shoot one, I cover. And go in. You see the same technique? Whether he shoots 2 punches, right? I beat him to the punch. Or he shoots 1, I'm still there. I do nothing with covering the space as I'm going in. So, we're gonna do a 1 punch. We're gonna keep it with the same entry here. I do the same thing. I cover the area. And the hand is there, and this comes from this part of the form, right? And boom, I go in. Okay? Notice my projection of my energy and my horse. Everything is together. So he comes in. We're keeping this hand here because it's more simple. Okay, he comes in again. I stop him with my structure. Now I turn, 1 punch. We're doing now 1 punch. Boom, I'm here. He comes in. I close in. I'm going in again now. From right here. See, I go in and I hit him. See how I'm hitting this one? I'm covering that. For me too. As he's stepping in, he's this triangle, right? Suppose I'm there, right? He goes steps in. That's the moment I hit him. That's the moment he has to have a punch on him. You see, if I do go punch me and then I go hit him, he's not gonna be there. You see it? So jab and get away from him. Boom, and if I go hit him now, it's not gonna work. So punch me, boom, that's my first shot. See, we have here what we call inside. Boom. So the moment that I hit him, I have my use. Puck. And go right. See, I'm taking my whole body in there. I'm taking my whole body. When he comes in, I pop and I hit him. Okay? The angles have to be precise when you do that. So the moment that I'm here, right, that I stop him with this punch, that I do my character here. See, this is as much as I do. Because it's economy of motion. I don't think go doing this way. That's why. So I don't want to provoke any other reaction in him. So once I'm here, boom, this is as much as I do. Because I already cleared my path. If I do my character here, that is incorrect, and he forces this way, I don't have structure. You see? So the idea is to have a structure. So the moment that I'm here, I got it. See, you can't push. So it's back again to mastering, understanding that first form. You see, if I do Tan Sao and I do this character without the understanding, the moment that he comes in with a hook, I'm gonna get caught. So I work on my whipping in the first form. So when he comes in, boom, and I'm not doing nothing, and he's really hurting himself. You see, and I'm soft because it's understanding of how the elbow works. So the moment I do this and I go for the blast, he's in trouble. And I am receiving, boom. You know, this is. He walked into my elbow. He destroyed himself. That's how Wing Chun works. Got Kali, right? So Kali, when we do Kali, right? We study we call our abecedario, which is our striking. We're targeting different regions of the body, the elbow, we're going into the prostate, right? Clavicle, toe. So the idea is as we train these movements, we're developing body mechanics, right? We don't just want to do it this way, where with the fight, there's motion going on. You see, so after the gun, we got right? So we're going to go from Kali, we do stuff from Huma, right? It's with a rhythm, and from here to interject and go into lock. See? So as I'm doing Huma, notice how I'm striking. This is my shot. I go in for the disarm. I hit. I break. See, and now you see how certain drills that we have called Wali, which is a very common drill. But you see how I got there? How I have two sticks? So the idea is that you learn how to apply the stuff that you're learning again, right? The abecedario, my striking, this is shot number 4. I go into my 6. In Kali, we use our body. See, this is I'm using my body to disarm. Notice where I'm at. I'm in the blind side. This is the side we favor. So here I have now my combination to quick throw. Okay? Especially when I'm fighting more than one attack. So the same thing that we do with sticks in Kali, we do empty hand. They work the same way. See, I got my disarm here. Boom, I can put a strike, and I can go into any lock I want and throw him down. And I'm gonna snatch my knee against his neck as I drop him. That's doing damage, right? I wanna break his spine. Or that's the mentality of this art, you know? So you get a chance to appreciate here what we call short range distance, but also we train it from here. And we shoot me for they shoot for 1. I don't have very, see, the same distance. See, that's not the neck. You see that's the form. Okay? So I'm using my form to do all of this. So one more time as it's slow, I break out, okay? I can do pretty much let me stick to the one I did. So you go wall, break out, and this is one, okay? See? Boom. So that's what you're looking for. Going back to empty hand, I'm stopping it, bring it around, smash it, and I'm gonna have boom. Okay? See, there's a shot right here. With the body, if I have a knife, I'm gonna stab his eye out, cut him, rip him up. See, if I had the knife, but I don't have time for that. So Kali is it's very dynamic in application. It's not limited to a stick. You can do pretty much anything with the right understanding. Right? I want to thank you guys for your time, and David, thank you very much for the opportunity. One thing I I want to say additional that I think it's great what David is doing, promoting the martial arts in Puerto Rico, and I give him my respect for that. So, keep it up, guys.